Random question.
Don't ask me.
Random question. Opinion. Yahoo culture. Why are you coughing? What's I beg? Whether you like it or not, it's something that I think we actually have to talk about.
They destroyed our country. I'm tired.
Who destroyed it?
I'm tired of
We,
Who is the we?
Am I
everybody that felt,
But we see the Yahoo culture. They are being praised everywhere now.
everybody that felt it was okay to egg them on at the beginning to the point where we are now, and it's become a menace.
My own question about this Yahoo thing is I don't understand you today. If
So
you
you
know
know,
that Yahoo finish, you'll be making money with the Yahoo. You did not buy land. You did
I'm
not
sorry.
do
I'm
anything.
sorry.
No savings.
I'm sorry.
You didn't buy that does not have
How do you expect someone that did fraud to be thinking about the only
His
thought in the
mindset-
head is just
his
going to be
mindset
more fraud.
Was his mindset when he started off wasn't for him to build Dangote's kind of wealth. His mindset, I'm very certain, a lot of them would be to survive day to day, and then they proceed from surviving day to day to having access to so much money they don't know what to do with it on a day to day basis. What do you do at that point? All the way, sort of like a Yoruba adage, a child that doesn't have enough, when you give him so much,
Yes, now.
Exactly.
see, there's nothing else is gonna
But you know, when it first started, and me, I used to say some things. Then I used to talk to people and say, "Man, this makes zero sense." You know what it was? Oh, it's the white man, the slavery,
We are
the
collecting
this.
back
Yes,
our money
God
from the
bless you.
white men.
A scam happened this day. Someone tried to scam me. Not he didn't even scam me. Scam. Do you know what he did? I had an item for sale that I posted online. Someone he now reposted that same item, was texting me, and then said, "Oh, someone is coming to look at it. We'll pick it up. Blah 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 blah." You know, the person paid for the item to him, and this guy just disappeared. But me, I cannot release item. There's
Because
no
money
way.
did not enter your pocket.
So that is still part of the Yahoo culture we're talking about. People encourage a lot of fraud.
You did not say the entire story.
No, the entire story is too long to be said. That's why
No,
I
just
said
wanted to
people
chip in that.
encourage
I wanted to
people
chip in.
encourage fraud. No, it's not because if a society that already encourages fraud. See, there are a lot of people in our society that we don't know how they make their money.
We have
I'm sorry, I'm not going to I don't want to mention names, but you see, artists praise them. Would I say musicians? Because artists are musicians. Even our movie industry, the guys they praise them. So how do the culture that is praising things like that? How do you expect progress? How? What do you don't say there's nothing there. There's a lot. There are systems in place, but that's the thing. The people that are not ready.
So people are not. That's the people. The people are not ready because you see, let me come to my gender. You see my gender. That these are the people that they want to be.
Padlet. Padlet. You see, that's part of it. Because I remember even my father, God bless him, wherever he is, I cannot bring some kind of money home. He go dey ask me say, Ibolo, oh, bring me that I must explain. Even as an adult.
How are you spending?
How now? How you spending?
You
You need to know how you are making money.
And you suddenly buy car. You suddenly buy it.
But it's like you're buying gold.
You are popping every night. You're spending millions of naira.
I was listening to a show or watching reading something, and someone said she had an issue with something, and then she called the technician that would normally fix it. So the technician sent his boy to come and fix it, and the boy was like 12, 13 thereabouts.
Mhm.
And the boy is using 14 Pro Max. The person was not asking him that how did you find get 14 Pro Max? Guess what?
What?
He was betting.
Oh, you see that gamble is another thing.
Again.
No, we shouldn't. But even gambling is encouraged by the society, and it's not limited at all. What I said too is, if you look at even football, if you look at most of
14 Pro Max.
14 Pro Max,
14.
12, 13-year-old is using 14 Pro Max.
But is
Maybe
it like for a 13 years old? Is it even like legal for him to be gambling?
it's not. That which was where I was.
What
I
you
was
mean is
almost
illegal in Nigeria?
It's
What
illegal.
It's illegal.
No.
But then in this same country, you see people coming to shops, sending little kids to shops to go and buy them cigarettes, to go and buy them alcohol. So what are we saying? The country is
You see this kind of worm.
functional.
This kind of worm, I experienced it too.
Why are you sending a 10-year-old to go and
I
buy
experienced
alcohol?
that kind
Who
of worm.
said you to go buy cigarettes?
No comment. No comment. I experienced
Have you sent somebody to go buy cigarettes?
No. No, but I experienced it. But it was also what exposed me to trying it when I was younger. Before I was legal, I tried it because I was always going to buy for someone.
And then you already saw first. Because the thing is, when you see adults doing certain things,
We tend to pick it up now.
First of all, we don't know that we have with the way the country is, we don't know that we're able to go and purchase it ourselves because we think that it's only adults that smoke it. But the moment they now break that barrier for you by sending you to go and purchase that thing, that makes you then realize that, oh, I can also try. That means if I go and buy it, somebody will ask me, who sent me? And I can use my money for sweets to go and buy it and go to a corner and try it.
I think this is actually a challenge. I think in
Yeah,
Philippines, in Philippines, I was watching a documentary. Like you see 12 starting from like 9 or 8, because they do a lot of tobacco there, and cigars.
Yeah.
See children 8, 9 already taking this thing, and
No,
it's an addiction.
no,
Oh.
what do you mean?
Addiction, like they can't,
Go to
like a
Makoko.
9-year-old child that cannot do without
Go to
doing that.
Makoko. What am I even saying? Go to Makoko. Go to Aja. Go to your surroundings and talk to some of the little kids you see in your surroundings that then those ones that see that are not going to school and ask them questions.
But those
The
ones
point
are
that
not going
comes
to
that
school.
is
You
your
know
daddy.
that.
The daddy was asking him, daddy was asking him a random question. That's our land Taibo near Aja. I'm like,
And he was proud to say it.
where daddy usually sits every evening. I think daddy was reprimanding him for something. He was like, okay, yes, he was talking to another guy. He was like, he'll break his head. Show more. What then I said, can you not for next? I'll money one. I'll
Eh?
and you're able to say it.
Yes, now. Then because he's in a failed society. Because if the society was good, what's the function
At that
of
point,
NDIA?
Should the police crapping the boy and take him to his house, not carry everybody in his house?
And that's why I said, what's the function of NDIA?
NDLEA. Our guys, the only people they have are people that they will quickly make. No, the people that they'll make a few bucks from.
Exactly.
And then once in a while they'll do a major boss and say, oh,
you didn't see them last week.
Where?
When they were doing show of us.
Oh yeah, with their dog.
With their
But there's one of they do some major boss where they make lab and
Yes,
that's nice. That's
sometimes
great.
they do a good job, but the truth is, you know the grassroots. You know where this thing is prominent. You don't go there. You're waiting for the big. It's not
Okay.
from little that they'll start to become big.
Let me play the devil's advocate a bit.
Mhm.
Well, we want to hold NDA responsible, right?
Mm.
But NDLEA is an institution. But we are talking about the grassroots. We are talking about people that are in our communities. Why is there a disconnect between our communities, which is we and NDLEA?
Who protects me?
I'm-
Today protects me.
I'm sorry.
NDLEA is not meant to
I'm sorry.
protect you.
Sorry, I'm sorry. If I may, there's a disconnect. Agree. Where is intelligence? See, the community intelligence works in a way where even without the community, they can work. Do you agree or you disagree on that? Look, everybody knows you don't even need to go too far. Go to Ajah bridge and see the number of people smoking there. You want to tell me they cannot send an intelligence officer there to find out their source, and then they start picking up from the sources till they get to the top.
Do they need to do that?
So what? So, okay, yes, the people.
They need to-
Well, hold on.
They don't need to
If
do
okay,
that.
the people are not being
If
cooperative,
people are
what is the
cooperative,
next step?
They don't need to do that.
But if the people are not being cooperative, okay, do you want to tell me? I'm sorry, in the whole community,
Yes,
there's
no
not
person.
one person.
But the thing is, that's where protection
Is
comes into
anybody-
place.
is anybody
Why would I
doing
be a
it?
whistleblower knowing that I am not going to be protected and my family is
That
not
is
going
where
to
the
be
point
protected?
is.
So when you say it's not the, it is the duty of NDLA to protect they are the people
Their
that
sources.
give them their sources.
Yes, now.
So if you tell me who's supposed to protect me, they're supposed to protect me. What's the assurance that
Even
because
this
in
thing also
country,
it also extends to the
why won't
police.
they
So
smoke?
So I'm taking us on a journey, and I like as we are going on the journey together. So we've identified that there's a disconnect between NDLEA and the people. We've identified that we the people
not all some of the
my
people,
brother,
some of the communities, not all the
people are
communities.
no, let us say the people
let's
are
just
too scared.
we the
to
people
help.
are not ready to go and do that part that is meant to be
No,
us
it's not.
providing
It's,
the
no,
information.
but it's not unwillingness.
No,
You're
no.
getting-
You are
it's not
saying we the people. I'm
unwillingness.
sorry,
I
that's
am
we.
willing.
Some,
Imagine
not
I'm a person.
Okay.
I'm willing. But what is the assurance that if I come to you, one, my name is not going to leak. My identity is not going to leak.
Okay, so
that you're
maybe I
going to
should rephrase.
So it's lack of
it's not
protection. It's not that people are unwilling.
So it's
It's
not
there
that
is no protection for these kind of people.
I think there's
So it's not
what
that
it is
people are
is
not
general.
willing.
There's
It's not
there's
that-
compromise in the institution. That's where the problem is, because even the so-called person
that one is another problem.
is
Let's
still
hold
part
on.
of
Now,
the problem.
let's put it aside. I want to talk about the people not even going forward. Yeah, from the people, they've taken it as no need to do that because they want to feel secure.
Yes, but there's no protection yet.
So we have the disconnect.
Yeah.
Then we have the institution having its own lapses, and the people feeling that okay, the institution is not going to be that safeguard at the end of the day for me if I decide to put my head on the chopping block.
Mm-hmm.
They should not help me and drop down the knife on the
Mhm.
head. And then you'll be like, okay, so what alternative is there? The alternative is to just ensure that you keep your mouth shut and then just watch things
But what Ola
Spiral
was saying-
out of
what-
hand.
generate.
what
Yes,
Ola was saying-
I'm sorry,
what
I'm
you were
sorry.
saying was correct.
Okay.
But it's the point of let's talk about I said mass communication, right? There's something called in journalism, there's investigative journalism. Investigative journalism, you need to go. So if the people are not giving enough information, can't you what's the name? Plant
Investigate.
someone into the community that becomes a part of the community. But the thing is, our people, our forces want to do road to the answer. When you are doing investigative journalism, you need to be open-minded that it might not take a month, it might take a month, it might take 6 months, it might take a year, it might take 3 years. But are they willing and ready to drop those resources for the person to actually do the job for
But
them?
that's where that's
Yeah,
the next
but
line of
there
do
is
they actually have the resources?
Yes, there's the resources.
Who
They are
told you
just
there's the-
managing the resources.
Okay, yes and no.
So
I don't think they have enough resources. I agree.
they don't have it.
They don't have enough resources. But even the one that they have is being mismanaged. They are not using it to the maximum.
I can for one tell you that the budgets that the federal government is supposed to implement, they've not implemented
Since
enough.
what?
Eh?
When the budgets for each year, when has the federal government actually implement?
They've never completed any budget over the past 3 years.
That's since
And
2024.
they are still running,
2024.
a budget of 2024.
Since 2024.
2026.
It is well with us.
And disbursement on that budget. We're not talking about them running the budget now. We're talking about disbursement on that budget to those actual institutions. That's why I can understand when NDLEA says they don't have money. Because as actually the finance ministry released money for NDLEA.
I get where you're coming from, but I mean, say when there was, like, if we're, is anyway, it's the same way. I told someone recently that it's the same way. As much as I would criticize them, it's the same way when I criticize our journalists too, because a bunch of them, especially when I watch, I try not to watch certain news channels anymore. Honestly, because it feels like nobody does, like. Nobody does.
No comment.
Nobody does journalism anymore. Nobody.
No, people still do
No,
journalism.
I mean, like, some people do not do journalism. They don't do the work anymore. They will now our journalists now get
They
there.
call them brown envelope journalists.
The information they get their information now from social media. Because I'm wondering why a news channel is talking about Pella.
We were talking about something. State police.
Eh?
Your opinion.
Are they state police now? I
What?
thought we're journalists.
I'm sorry. Say anything that has to do with social media, Olodo culture, anything cultural. I don't think I want to talk about it now.
I want to talk about it.
No, I don't think it should
No,
be
but
something I
I
want.
don't.
You know why I don't want to
I
talk
don't
about
want to-
about
I don't want to
why are they
name drop.
talk? Because
don't want to
you know,
name
in,
drop.
you know, in news there's something called there's news time.
Yeah, but there's
There
entertainment
is
in news now.
entertainment news.
What's
But
the meaning
in the
of
middle,
news?
no, no, no. I'm
What
not
does
saying
news
that
mean,
there's
please?
entertainment
Not
news.
East, West, and South.
There's entertainment
You
news as
see,
well.
you're part of the so-called
Entertainment
Ololo
news.
culture. And you cannot school. You didn't go to.
There's news, there's entertainment news, there's feature, there's all of those things, right?
Mm.
If it was in the entertainment segment, that
No,
this
it was. I think the discussion. I'm sorry. Let me quickly say something.
Yeah.
All discussions I've seen that topic was brought up, it was more or less trending things around.
That's not the only way where I saw it. That's
And
why I'm
okay,
from.
so that's where I saw it too.
That's not the only place I've seen it. But I'm saying that God of this country. Because I tell people that I realize now that in the Nigeria we are today, in Nigeria of today,
Mm.
we are not allowed to air out our political views. We are not.
We are allowed. No, we are allowed
It
to.
is.
But
Let
it
me
is the
rephrase by saying.
backlash from
No, no, no.
airing your view
Yes, that's what
that
I'm
is the
saying.
issue.
There
You are
is- there
allowed
is-
to.
wait,
You are allowed to.
wait,
Nobody
I'm
said
allowed
don't.
to, but there's
But
condemnation from it.
agreed.
So I'm saying that what I'm saying is, well, let me rephrase. Airing your views, your political views in our
And-
country
and
of today,
If it can be
is
politically
increasingly-
correct.
is increasingly dangerous. Because I've seen it, like, I had a conversation with my mom the other day. She was talking about politics with one of our customers, and the guy started flaring up. And he didn't, funny enough, he didn't hear half of what she said. She only said one thing, or no, she was like, leave me alone, or something like that. She not mentioned, she was like, hey, mama, hey, this is how people doing. You don't want to talk about it for the country, blah, blah, blah. And it became increasingly aggressive. She didn't air her political view.
Maybe he was
She didn't
passionate.
say she didn't say who she wanted to vote for. She didn't say anything. She was just like she was kind of dismissing it, but he was upset that she was dismissing it again. Again, if she had aired it, it might not have aligned with what he wants, and it's becoming dangerous every day. I tell people in my office, I can't talk about politics with you, my political views with you, because one, we have a man in my office that gets his news from Facebook. Literally continuously sending me Facebook news or when else and say, oh, Pimbo, and you see this again. And most of the time I'm like, oh, this is AI. But that's where it gets his information from. So I can't have conversation. That's when it comes to politics.
So two things I actually don't like to discuss with people: religion and politics. But the fact that politics is something we have to be involved in,
Yeah.
whether we like it or not, if we want the country to move ahead. But you see that religion, I don't like to talk about it. There are over 3,000 plus, almost 4,000 religions in the world, and everybody believes that
their own God is
so
just
that's
God.
why I don't even like to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like
For
to
me,
discuss
again,
religion.
the only place you see me talk about certain conversations, e.g., politics and religion, is in a gathering of like minds of my own people. I'm not going to go through an external place and talk to people I don't know or I'm not comfortable with to talk about those conversations because I'm quite passionate about certain topics and I don't know how the next person would feel about it. And I'm a Christian, but I don't go about condemning other people's religions and all of these things.
Yeah,
but
but
I want to have conversations to learn, to be educated. Why did you feel this way? I've read as much as I've read the Quran. Certain parts when I have questions about the Quran or things that people push out, narratives people push out about the Quran. If there's a certain topic I want to read about, I go to the Quran and I read about it. If there's a topic that I'm not so sure about the Bible, then I go to the Bible and get like understand where that verse is coming from. Because it's the same thing that we do to the Bible that some people do to the Quran. You read the thing says chapter 26, verses 1 to 69. You only read verses 26 and then you come and interpret and push a narrative. So that's why I like
behind the
yes. So that's why I like having religious conversations, but again, just with like minds.
One question: wealth or education?
Wealth. I'll use
Wealth.
wealth to get education.
Okay, choose one.
I'll be a
It's not
rich
and
illiterate.
wealth or one.
But wealth in this. So what's education? Formal or informal education?
Education, education, education,
Education
or
to the
wealth.
maximum. Mhm.
But I can't say education to the maximum because I can be
Wealth or education? Or
I can't answer that question. I'm sorry.
wealth or education?
It's a very tricky one. The reason why I'm saying it's a very tricky one, if you lean towards wealth, then you'll be supporting the school of thoughts that we currently have at the moment.
No,
And say,
no, I'm
wait,
going
hold on,
somewhere.
hold on,
I'm going
hold on,
somewhere.
hold on.
I'm
trying
sorry,
to
do not expatiate yet. Let's pick your choice. Wealth or education?
I feel like it's actually because wealth is broad and education is broad. Or education is low is very broad because
It's
it's
very
common.
hard. Okay, so why I asked that question is you can have wealth, right? And you can still lose it all. But you can be educated and not be wealthy also. So, but you also have a chance of being wealthy if you are educated.
My preference would be education. That's why I was asking if it was going to be maximum. Reason is there's every possibility that you learn up to being a doctor, and you make money in the process. There's
Yes,
a large possibility that that happens,
yes, and you be wealthy.
and you'll be wealthy. But there's also a tiny bit of possibility that you get up to doctorate education,
No, go
and
see fire.
you are not going to see a 1 million naira in your life.
I disagree with you. You know
Your
what I
social
said? I'm sorry.
environment determines your
Yes,
geographical
that
location determines
we
it.
also
So that's why I
determine.
said
So that's why I said
so
wealth
that's
or
why
education.
but
I'm not saying I'm not
saying
saying in
I didn't
Nigeria
say
now.
I didn't say
Why I said wealth or education is because the way I look at it, you can get lucky and be uneducated. Even the wealthy people, the worst case scenario, they will employ the educated. But if you're wealthy and you're not educated, that educated person might end up taking your wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Yeah.
you get?
I think for me the reason why I was asking if it's formal or informal education is because if we mention education, we need to write there is a broad it's an umbrella with a lot of because do we determine going to school and sitting in the four walls of the school as the only form of education?
Not necessarily, but
Because
what
then
you're
informal
asking.
education also includes because someone might not be educated. So that's why when they say this Olodo culture and everything that they said, it also brings me back to I might not have gone through the four walls of the university
Yeah.
or whatever, but then train under someone that is a content creator and maybe start as a PA and all of those things and then learn the
That is
ropes.
not see.
But
That
that's
is
not
not
actually
education.
Well,
That's not
it's an informal education
that's not
actually.
No, that's not education.
That's not education.
So you training under a mechanic is not education.
Yeah,
No,
no,
what
no.
you're describing is not
Is
education.
that
That's you
learning a
as
skill or
you
something?
Yes, but that's what
But
learning
learning
a
is skill.
skill.
Learning is
Yes,
skill is
learning.
called an informal education. So learning on the job is there's now a job.
Well,
A few years ago, there was not job market that was social media, but now there's a job market which is social media, which means even you as an educated person,
now
you
let me
still
ask
need
you a
to
question.
learn it. Why do we take
Let me ask you a
certificated
question.
courses?
Good. That is where I was even going to.
But I might not
You
take
could learn
certificated
informal.
courses.
You know.
I might not take the certificated courses, but I'll learn informally by working with you, by starting
Let me
doing
ask you a
boy for
question.
you and learning the road from you. When you
Let me
tell me
ask you a
luxury,
question.
luxury,
Let's talk about
luxury,
that
I learn
education.
that way
Let me ask you a
and I
question. I'm
become
sorry.
good at it.
Can you be better than someone that has a formal education if you learn informally?
Yes.
In what? Give me an example of a place where you feel you can do better.
In a lot of field,
Just give me one.
mechanism,
No. Now, well, I disagree with you on
okay.
that. When we go back to the mechanical aspect, the average Kazim, I'm sorry, the name Kazim is
Yeah.
what they use for generalization. The average Kazim, the mechanic, will not be able to explain the combustion engine and give you the breakdown, even how the fuel. He only has an idea, but he cannot give you the total breakdown of that. Did you know that?
Let me give you an example.
Give
That's
me
not
an
true.
example.
That's not true. I learned in school.
Mm.
Again, I studied mass communication, right?
Mm.
No, let me even use the day-to-day career for it. Um, I want to become a fashion designer.
Mm.
I go to designing school.
Mm.
I go to fashion school.
Mm.
I learn.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Is that formal education or informal education?
When you go to fashion, what
It's
informal?
informal.
Fashion school is informal. Which
Oh, sorry. Let's not say
It's
informal.
it's
vocational.
determined as
It's
wait.
vocational.
If you're yes, wait,
vocational
same
is
thing.
what?
Vocational.
That's why in the US now you have trades in other countries. You have trade school.
That's why I
And
said
then you have to
vocational.
but
That's
that's
why I'm
same
saying
thing.
it's
You learn
vocational.
mechanism.
Why is
So
is
they are
is
two-
vocational not
engineering.
informal?
It's informal. It's all under
Vocational
informal.
it doesn't fall under formal or
It's
informal.
informal. What
Really?
categorizes as formal education? Sorry, what categorizes as formal education that we use is when you have a primary, secondary, and tertiary education, then a master's and PhD, whatever you call it. That's what is then regarded as formal education. Or now that people are now changing the definition, they're now saying that formal education is an education that is done within an institution, where there's an institution built for it. It's now regarded as formal. Bear in mind, that means the definition has changed over the years. So now, if I build a school that has four walls, and I have a PA, and I have a secretary, and I have an admin, now with the change of in grammar, they've now regarded that as a formal education. That's why I was saying that we might not see social media as such, but social media is under informal education too, no matter the way you want to see it, because there's now a career path.
But
Under
people go and take
Let me-
courses like
let me-
some people
let
take
me-
courses,
let me-
but I might not take the courses, but I might learn. That's why
And
you
might learn, but you want to compare
That's
because
why
when
you
you
don't-
don't when you don't go to learn.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
I like that you're saying if vocational education is formal, can be formal or informal.
depending
That's
on
what
who
I'm
is
saying.
hearing the definition.
No, I feel it's depending on where the study is happening. Reason is, if a person went to vocational school to study mechanics, mechanical engineer or whatever, it's an actual institution. But the same study can be done outside of an
Yes.
actual institution.
But that's why I just say, but
And that's where we're
but
going to now.
anybody can call it. Anybody can
See,
then sit down
when you
and
go
create.
to a school,
It's the same with the mechanic
See,
now.
it
If I'm
depends on-
a mechanic right now, and I have a compound where I'm doing my mechanic shop, with your definition, if I have a compound where I'm doing my mechanic shop, and I see people that say they want to learn wood, they want to learn wood, they want to learn wood,
and then
So
tell
the
them
next-
to become it.
I don't want to become. So the and obviously they pay, wait, and they pay because they pay to learn. Apprentices pay to learn.
apprentice.
Which is
So what are you telling me?
Apprenticeship.
And
That's not formal.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not formal.
What we're saying with the vocational skills is still informal.
See, I
The
think
definition
what
of
then
formal is those education, primary, secondary, tertiary.
No.
so our director has informed us that we need to go now, and we'll be seeing you on the next one. Bye.
Bye, guys.